If you're a young man, you've probably found yourself being disrespected at one point or another, or probably quite a lot. I remember when I was 16 years old, this is just one example, I went clubbing for the first time. I was on holiday in Portugal, a place called Valdelobo, and it was a beautiful place, and I was so excited about going clubbing for the first time, going into a club. I was already into the ladies, and I was excited to speak to a few girls and maybe have a couple Jaeger bombs. I was going to have the time of my life. I walk in there, I've had a few Jaeger bombs in the restaurant beforehand, and I go into the club. Now, I see a girl, a nice hot blonde, standing in the smoking area, just having a little chat with some friends. I'm like, well, this is what you do, isn't it? You go and speak to them. So I went over, I tapped her on the shoulder so she could turn around. I said, hello. She turned around, she looked me up and down, this young, fine specimen of a man. She said, don't fucking talk to me, go away. And I came crashing back to reality of life as a young man before you've done anything. And I think this can be the reality for men with women, and the reality with men with other men. When you're a young man, it's hard to get respect from people. Now, as I've gotten older, it's gotten easier to gain respect from people. And there's a few concepts you must get your head around to understand respect and how it's given, how it's earned. And I'm going to run you through these. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to gain respect. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to explain the easiest way to lose someone's respect. So let's get into it. If you could snap your fingers and instantly have respect, money, women, cars, the luxurious life of power and respect, but you were 80 years old and you only had 10 years to enjoy it, would you really trade that for your current position of being a young man with his whole life ahead of him? And think carefully about it. You're 80 years old. Things aren't working as good as they used to. You might need 3 or 4 Viagra to get the old boy working. So think about that. Would you actually trade your position now to have the respect that you want without doing the work? No, you probably wouldn't. So stop asking for the respect without putting the work in. Respect is earned. All good things are earned. The value is not in the thing. The value is not in the respect. It's who you became to get the respect. It's the things that you've done. The journey is where it's at. And people respect men that they admire. So, number one easiest way to gain respect, and this is a very face value, shallow type of respect, but it is a form of respect nonetheless, and it makes life a hell of a lot easier for you. Get in shape, and not just half decent shape. Don't just be a guy who's not fat. Get in amazing shape, head turning shape, panty dropping shape. Get in shape so good they have to instantly start mopping floors when you walk through the nunnery because all the girls has gotten so wet. I don't know why I used nunnery as an example, but you know what I mean. You need to get, this should be number one priority, get in amazing shape because it's simple. It's like, go to the gym, don't put shit in your mouth, do that for a long period of time, and you will get in amazing shape, better than 99% of men. I cannot tell you how much this changes your life. If you were to spend time with me, or with anybody that is in good shape, and they walk around with vests on, you'd understand what life is now like when you have that body, that physique. Men instantly respect you, no matter what age. People come up to me every single day and ask me how I got in shape, and they want to be friends. They want to be friends because you've got something they don't have. You've got something, and they know that it takes time to build. It takes discipline, and it takes patience. 2 of the things you should value most as a man. And when another man sees that, he subconsciously knows that you have those things. It's like wearing it like a badge of honor. Women think the same thing. They want to touch your arms. They want to speak to you. They want to go home with you. They want to have sex with you. It makes life easier. It opens the door. If you're still a man of no substance underneath, if you're an idiot, you're a horrible person, it's not going to get you very far. But it will get you in the door. So do not underestimate the power of getting in panty-dropping shape. If you need help doing it, you want to know how I did it, check out the programs below. Check out the course, Boost Your Testosterone. Use one of my training programs. You get it all in one pack with the course. Use code Gorilla5 for discount. You also get to join the tribe. We'll look out for each other and be in the WhatsApp group. So boys, go do that. If you are not in great shape, if you're not the top 1%, I'll show you exactly how I did it. I've got 4 programs in there for you to use to take you from beginner to expert. Do what most men won't do. Something hard. A competitive fight. Climb a mountain. Solo trek 100 miles alone camping. Travel to South America alone. It can be anywhere alone. Do something that other men won't. There's 2 reasons to do this. One, so you have stories to tell, and everybody loves stories. Inherently, as a human race, we love to listen to other people tell stories, and being a great storyteller and having great stories to tell can make you highly respected. And the second reason is because of what these journeys, what these things, the hard things that you do in life, what they do to you as a man. They make you a man worthy of respect, because you only get through them by becoming the person you want to be. And they're a great way of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. So you could do a solo trek 100 miles camping on your own in the UK and learn more about yourself than you've ever learned in your entire life. You'd come back a decade wiser from 6-7 days of trekking alone, camping alone, without anybody else, than you have done in your whole life so far. And the reason being is because these challenges alone force us to understand ourselves better, to understand who we really are, to actually respect ourselves. You garner a lot of respect for yourself when you complete something like this. I once read David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. If you haven't read it, absolutely fantastic book. Will inspire you like to your core to what you can actually do as a man, what you actually think you can do as a man. And in the book, he runs like 100 miles with pretty much no training. And he's like pissing out blood, and he's broken both his legs by the end. He's still going, and he's an absolute maniac. But I was like, okay, David Goggins can do that. And I turned around and said, what if I did a marathon tomorrow without training? And I got up the next day. I put my running shoes on at 7 in the morning, and I ran a marathon on my own. I can literally pop up on the screen right now, my Nike fitness app. If I've still got it on my phone, I'll pop it up now. Here's a video of me running along, taking it on video.
I just hit mile 10. Got a little bit of pain in my left knee. I'm feeling pretty good.
Didn't tell anyone about it. I just did it for me. And afterwards, I respected myself. Because that marathon was fucking hard. If you do a marathon without training, it's not recommended. I lost a good few toenails on the way, and I really felt like giving up many occasions.
Yeah, about 10 seconds in then. Trying to smash through to 25. Fuck me. Don't know why I decided to do this.
And it's those things that you do that build respect for yourself, which in turn builds respect from other people. Life, I do believe as a man, is about building things. We love to build things. Build a business, build a home, build a family, build an empire. Build something you can be proud of. In turn, in building those things, speak to any man that's built a profitable business. Look at the level of self-respect he has for himself. Look at the level of confidence. And look at the level of confidence he in turn receives from everybody else as being top dog, from his employees, from his wife, from people that know he had a dream, he made it happen, he built something, and it works. It's the way to go, boys. This one is very, you need to fix this immediately if you do this. If you take anything from this video, take this. This is the most important thing. This is the easiest way to lose respect from someone. Because anybody worth knowing will notice if you do this. And that's, if you don't do anything you say you're going to do. Anybody worth knowing, anyone with a certain amount of character, any man at a certain level, any woman at a certain level, will notice instantly if you do not do what you say you're going to do. I notice it in everybody around me because I used to be that guy that would say things and not do them. So now I don't say things if I'm not going to do them. And if I commit to something, if I say to someone I'm going to do something, I absolutely do it every single time. You have to do this. There's so many people that will tell you like, oh yeah, let's all go out for lunch together on Friday. Friday comes around, they've totally forgotten about it. It's like, how are you making empty promises like that? Like, how many of those do you make? A man's word is his bond. If you can't say anything that you're going to stick to, don't say anything. Trust me, you will build so much respect and so many people will notice if you become a person that does what he says he will do. If you tell someone something, make sure you do it. That's just all that needs to be said on that, boys. You do not know the damage this will do. If I listen to somebody say they're going to do something, I take note. If I watch them do it, the amount of respect I get for them grows massively. So, there you go, boys. Another 10 minutes of wisdom from your local gorilla. See you on the other side, boys. Stay golden. One for luck. I'm actually a fucking insane person.